The battlefield stands in heavy silence, awaiting the storm of destiny to finally unfold today. A warrior stands trembling, his bow falling from his grasp as cold fear takes root. In the depth of his heart, Arjuna craves the quiet peace of an isolated forest. He believes that leaving the fight will somehow make his troubled mind finally feel still. But the path of retreat is a deceptive shadow that hides the truth of reality. Krishna stands before him, the divine charioteer, watching the chaos within his noble student's mind. Arjuna thinks that stopping his work will lead him toward the divine state of perfection. He wants to escape the heavy burden of his duty by choosing the silent path. Krishna smiles, knowing that the mind follows the body even in the deepest forest silence. You cannot reach true actionlessness by simply hiding away from the fires of your duty. Renunciation is not a matter of physical location, but a transformation of the inner spirit. By stopping your work, you only trap your awareness in a prison of your making. The third chapter of the Gita reveals this profound secret to the confused human heart. Verse 4 echoes across the ages, calling for a radical shift in our daily perspective. Listen to the wisdom of the chariot driver as he shatters every false, lazy belief. Man does not reach the state of actionlessness by not performing his destined life tasks. Renunciation is a state of mind, not a mere act of leaving your noble work. We often mistake the silence of the forest for the peace of the enlightened soul. But the mind carries its baggage into the forest, multiplying every single hidden internal desire. True perfection is not found in the absence of work, but in the divine presence. Imagine the lotus flower rooted in the mud, yet remaining completely dry and untouched always. This is the essence of the work that Krishna asks Arjuna to perform right now. Do your work without being attached to the result that follows your hard, honest labor. The Sanskrit word for this state is Nishkama karma, the path of selfless, divine action. See how the river flows to the sea without ever demanding its own separate name. The river is in motion, yet it exists in a state of perfect, fluid peace. So too must the warrior fight his battle while his soul remains utterly, deeply still. It is an internal state of being that defines the true meaning of holy renunciation. To renounce the fruits of action is to finally set your own bound spirit free. You are not the doer, but an instrument of a much greater cosmic divine force. This realization changes the entire weight of your duty into a light, joyful offering. Krishna teaches that mere renunciation without wisdom is just another way to deceive oneself daily. Sitting still while the mind churns with desire is not a form of true holiness. It is a mask worn by the ego to avoid facing the challenges of life. True perfection is reaching a state where your work is your worship, your sole prayer. The wisdom of the Gita integrates the ancient truth into the flow of daily life. Don't run from the battlefield, for you will only encounter yourself at every new turn. Face your life with the heart of a sage and the arms of a warrior. Every action you perform is a thread in the grand tapestry of the entire universe. When you act with detachment, you become a partner in the dance of divine creation. Let your work be an offering, pure and selfless, untethered from any fear of failure. This is how you bridge the gap between the finite human and the eternal soul. Arjuna begins to understand that his duty is his path to the highest inner truth. The heaviness of his sword begins to feel like a natural part of his purpose. The internal conflict starts to resolve as he aligns his will with the divine will. You too possess this capacity to transform your labor into a sacred spiritual daily ritual. Stop looking for peace in places where you only find more distraction and false comfort. True peace is a portable sanctuary that you carry inside your own breathing, beating heart. Bring your awareness to the present moment, where all divine power is always truly stored. Act in the world, but be not of the world's restless and binding heavy cravings. This is the essence of the path shown to Arjuna on the field of Kurukshetra. The wisdom is not hidden. It is waiting for your willingness to finally fully see. Action is the crucible in which the soul is tempered into its highest, purest form. So rise and perform your work with the steady, calm focus of a master sage. Perfection is the result of a life lived in harmony with the laws of truth. Do not seek the end of work, but the end of your own selfish, small desires. Then you will know the meaning of actionlessness, even while you are still actively working. The journey is long, but the destination is hidden within your own next humble step. May your work be a light that guides you home to the divine self within. The Gita remains your eternal compass on the grand adventure of your sacred human life.